Right now, at this very moment, there is a spider very close to you. Maybe exactly 3 meters away, maybe just 1 meter away. Uncomfortable, isn't it? But that's not actually my main purpose in telling you this. Because right now, I'm going to tell you things about spiders that will make you question them before you go to sleep tonight. As I tell you these things, keep this in mind. There are 50 quadrillion spiders roaming the earth. This number is so large that it pushes the limits of human comprehension. That means there are approximately 6 million spiders per person. You, your family, your friends. Millions of spiders exist for everyone. And this number includes only the ones we know, talk about, name, and categorize. Now I'm going to ask you something. What would happen if spiders didn't exist on our planet? Did a world overrun by insects appear in your mind? Yes, that's exactly what it would be like. Because spiders around the world consume between 400 and 800 million tons of insects every year. To put this into perspective, the total combined weight of all humans on Earth is approximately 287 million tons. So, theoretically, this means spiders could eat all of us and still have leftovers. But that's not actually the most frightening part. The truly frightening part is that they do this in complete secrecy. Silently, without leaving traces, without leaving signs. In the shadows, in the darkness, everywhere you're not aware of, this silent process continues. The largest spiders are enormous in size. When a Goliath tarantula spreads its legs, it can reach up to 30 centimeters, about the size of a dinner plate. This spider hunts animals such as small birds, rodents, and lizards in the Amazon rainforest. This is the clearest proof that we are not at the very top of nature's pyramid. But these are only physical horrors. The real miracle is the secret substance produced by spiders. Spider silk is 5 times stronger than steel of the same thickness. Think about that. Millions of years ago, evolution developed a material superior to humanity's most advanced metallurgy. And the brain inside the head of the creature that designed this material is smaller than a poppy seed. A spider can produce webbing equal to 7 times its own body weight in a single day. Let's adapt this to human scale. A 75-kilogram human would need to produce an average of about 500 kilograms of silk from morning to night. And while doing this, there is no organ failure or muscle fatigue, because their bodies have evolved perfectly to carry out this process. But of course, there's more. Some spiders can electrically charge their webs. No, I'm not joking. While spinning their webs, they collect static electricity, causing their webs to attract pollen grains and small insects like a magnet. While humanity has only recently discovered electricity, nature had already developed this technology hundreds of millions of years ago. The world's most venomous spider is the Sydney funnel web spider, and this creature's fangs are so powerful that they can potentially pierce a human fingernail. Its venom is dangerous enough to cause a human to die in just 15 minutes. So, where do these species come from? Of course, from the suburbs of Australia, from houses in neighborhoods, from poolside areas, from garages. In other words, they can suddenly appear while you're going about a completely normal day. The Brazilian wandering spider, on the other hand, is a very different kind of nightmare. This spider is listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the most aggressive spider in the world. Why would a spider end up in the Guinness Book of Records? Because when this wandering spider attacks you, it doesn't flee or retreat. On the contrary, it jumps towards you and bites repeatedly. Its venom doesn't kill, it tortures, causing unbearable pain and agony that lasts for hours. These are the spiders you can see. But perhaps the most disturbing ones are the invisible ones. Mite spiders. Microscopic creatures that are living on our faces even right now. There are dozens of mite spiders in your eyelashes, on your eyelids, inside your pores. At night, they wander around feeding on the oil glands in your skin. Every human you see has these spiders, thousands of them on every face. And while you continue to sleep, they move across your face, reproduce, and continue their generations. Spiders have existed on our planet for 380 million years. Think about it. They were here even before the dinosaurs. They were here when trilobites filled the oceans. Later, giant reptiles arrived, ruled for 165 million years, and were wiped out by a massive catastrophe. And spiders? They are still among us, stronger, stranger, and more resilient than ever. Fossils show that in the past, giant spiders exceeding even 50 centimeters in size once lived. Imagine spiders as long as your arm, or even bigger. You might say, fortunately, they are no longer among us, but the truth is a bit different. Modern spiders are evolutionarily far more successful than their predecessors, because they chose to become smaller, improved their ability to adapt, and managed to infiltrate nearly every ecosystem. Every year, new spider species are discovered. Just last year alone, more than 150 new spider species were introduced to the scientific world on average. This shows that there are thousands of species out there that we have not yet named, whose behaviors we do not understand, and whose venom we have not analyzed. Some of them may have already entered your home. You just haven't noticed them yet. What is truly extraordinary is this. Some species have adapted to live underwater. The diving bell spider spends its entire life underwater, inside an air bubble it produces itself. Evolution was so successful that it enabled spiders to create their own underwater diving equipment. We have now reached the most disturbing truth. Spiders see us, track us, and observe us. Jumping spiders have a 360-degree field of vision and can leap a distance equal to 50 to 55 times their body length. But the real point lies in what research has shown. These species possess a primitive form of subconscious intelligence. They notice you, watch your movements, and develop their own strategies. One day, scientists conducted an experiment. They taught jumping spiders how to hunt inside a maze. And do you know what happened as a result? Every single spider succeeded. And not only did they successfully learn how to hunt, they also discovered shorter paths, learned from their previous mistakes, and managed to solve the problem. Despite having brains smaller than a poppy seed, they were able to learn, remember what they had learned, and additionally adapt to the process. And then there are social spiders. These social spiders live in groups, move in a coordinated manner, and build massive colonies. In Ecuador, one colony measured 25 meters in length. Tens of thousands of spiders come together, hunt collectively in a single massive web, share their resources with one another, and protect their colony. From now on, you will look at your home, your rooms, and every corner of your living space from a very different perspective. You will realize that the web in the corner is not just an ordinary web, that the shadow reflected on the ceiling is not merely a shadow, and that the small, seemingly insignificant movement near the window may not be insignificant at all. Spiders existed long before us, and most likely they will continue to exist long after us. They outnumber us by a wide margin, are physically far more resilient than we are, and are even more successful than us in evolutionary terms. When we consider all of this, we can understand that this planet actually belongs to them, and that we are merely temporary tenants on it. When you get into bed to sleep tonight, don't forget this. On average, there are 5 to 10 spiders in a bedroom. But you can't see them because they continue their lives in darkness in ways you cannot perceive, and they hunt silently. But remember this, even if you can't see them, they are there, and they will always be there. Sometimes you may feel as if something is crawling on your back, but you probably think it just feels that way and that there's nothing actually there. But what if that's not the truth? What if they really are there? Maybe even right now, as you're watching this video, you wouldn't want to feel a pair of eyes staring at you from the darkness. But all of us must somehow learn to live with the silent owners of nature. If this video unsettled you and made you look at spiders from a different perspective, you can support me on this journey by pressing the like button below. To make sure you don't miss these mysterious and unexplored topics, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. In my next video, I'll confront you with a truth you never expected, and perhaps never questioned. Until then, look around you more carefully, because sometimes the biggest details are hidden in the smallest corners. Take very good care of yourself. See you soon.